right, no film festival goes without the film critics and the people that are hosts of these wonderful shows. And I have a soft spot for hosts and film critics. And I'm going to have these two gentlemen introduce themselves to the camera. They need no introduction.
Well, I'm Neil Rosen. I'm a host and a film critic on New York One in New York City. And I host a show with Bill called Talking Pictures on Demand. And there's, 300 some odd movies on your cable box on demand, but the general public only recognizes titles like Twilight or The Avengers, and there's a whole bunch of titles nobody knows what they are. So,
and I just finished watching on Time Warner Hercules Unchained. It was unbelievable.
There's a movie.
I'm Bill McCuddy, and I'm on the show as well, and so we watch a tremendous number of movies every week. And the nice thing, especially at a festival like this, is that a lot of the films that premiere here end up on demand very shortly after they have a festival premiere. So we get to come here, see them, meet the celebrities and the actors, producers, and directors, and talk to them about the films, and it helps us a lot when we put the show together.
Now, you guys have a huge following. People trust you.
Who's here? Really?
They're all behind you. And basically the responsibility of going through it and knowing the taste of not only the Time Warner people, but everybody that tunes in, is an awesome responsibility.
We don't agree. We never.
That's the key to the show. Like I said, we did a talk today at Rowdy Hall. Today being, I don't know when you're watching this on TV, but today being Friday morning, and we talked about VOD. And one of the
he recommended a lot of really bad movies that I hated, and
the key to the show.
I recommended a lot of movies he hates.
The key to the show is if you ever watch the McLaughlin Group, which has been on for like 30 years.
Or Siskel and Ebert.
Well, yeah, this is more like a movie version of that. We don't agree. It's not like we're not a promotional vehicle where we're just endorsing movies. Like I'll tell you like a movie like A Million Ways to Die in the West, which I love, and Bill might say I hate that movie. So it's kind of like, we're critics. We don't agree. We like each other personally, but we don't necessarily like each other's taste.
My brother and I distributed, we've been in business 37 years, and we hold a record for one of the worst motion pictures ever released. And I'll give you the title. It's called Pope Joan.
Wait,
are you Bob Weinstein?
Well, what our show does, and which is also what's good about this Hampton Film Festival, is it brings to light smaller films often that people ordinarily wouldn't get a chance to see. That's what the key to VOD is brings, to especially in smaller markets where some of these movies would never play. And in film festivals here, they might not get theatrical releases, but that doesn't mean that they're not good films. And you have a nice, crowd that comes out, and they get to see some quality movies instead of that stuff that, just gets shoved into the, multiplexes, these big blockbuster, superhero comic book, teenage movies.
Good example of that is a couple of years ago, Arbitrage premiered here, or had its East Coast premiere here, and that made a lot of money on demand, and also had a theatrical run. So video on demand is growing incredibly as a category, and we're the only show in the country that's doing the reviewing of those films. So we're here to sort of scout out the new stuff.
Excellent. And I think that VOD, each day that goes by, and with the better home viewing capabilities, with the 4G TVs, and certainly the pipe of the guys that have the Time Warners and the FiOS people and everybody. You're foolish. You can pop your own popcorn and enjoy it in full glory.
Right. You don't have to have people sitting next to you like talking,
or you can invite them over. I like to have a noisy couple right in front of me so that it's like the theater experience. I have the sticky floors at home. I can emulate everything.
I've been to his house. That's actually sadly it's true.
Oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I'm kidding.
But the whole idea of video on demand and appreciating the fact that there's when you click it on, oh my God, there's a whole load of stuff each day, even the new release.
But you don't know what it is.
Right. We try and navigate that. That's the whole point of the show.
The point is, it's like we tell you what to watch and what to avoid watching. But there's titles up there, you just click through and like, what is this? What IDA, what is that? Oh, that's a foreign film. That happens to be a very good film, Jodorowsky's
Dune is a documentary.
Tremendous documentary.
Documentaries have a great presence on demand, and it's really a perfect venue for them.
And they have a very short shelf life in the theatrical.
If at all.
And it's cheaper on VOD. Like, to spend $12.50 or $13 to see a documentary, it's hard to justify that. But to see it on VOD,
our ride is here. Sorry.
For $3.99 is not, that's something that you could justify. Foreign films also not getting a lot of theatrical distribution,
right.
but there's some terrific foreign films
now
that are available on VOD. What's that?
You can program it yourself.
You can be your own programmer.
And you can't. I still hire a babysitter just because I'm more comfortable to have someone there in the house. But no, you save a lot of money. You don't have to park. You don't have to.
It makes a great date.
Oh, okay. Well.
When you go to the movies, that candy's in a jewelry case for a reason. It's very, very expensive. So you save a lot of money doing it at home.
Very good. You guys are a riot, I tell you. And
well, watch the show.
We're here all week.
And also,
it's in how many markets are we in now around the country?
72 around
72
the country.
markets. And if you're in New York, it's on New York 1, which most people know if they're in New York, and it's on Saturdays at 5:30 and 12:30 in the afternoon every Saturday. But it's also on demand. The show talks about on-demand movies. You could watch the show on demand, and you could also, if you're a Time Warner subscriber, you could just go to ny1.com and search for Talking Pictures, and you could watch any episode.
You can see it on your laptop and enjoy it.
And one of our other panelists is out here on the show, Lisa Rossman. She's at the Maidstone somewhere, so if you get a hold of her, she could add her 2 cents.
I will.
Probably disagree with everything we just said, because that's the show.
We'll talk to her, too.
So these fellas here, they have an incredible reputation. Trust them implicitly. VOD, Time Warner, can't go wrong.